Okay, so we just wanted to do a quick little update on the shoes that we have on the bucket here for pushing snow. That's what we're mainly using them for. They're good, but I'm not going to say they're the best. You do have about an inch of space between the lip of the bucket and the ground, so you're not getting a real close push of snow, but it works. And I would also tell you that depending on your elevation, you're going to have ups and downs, because when you have it in float, it's going to ride, and if these things hit a chunk of ice, it's going to be pushed up with the bucket, and you're going to miss a big chunk of your area. And our issue is that the ice will form in the tracks of the or create mounds alongside the tracks of the tires. Obviously when snow gets compressed, it packs it in and makes a nice mound of ice when it melts and refreezes. And what I'm finding is that when one of these shoes glides over that, it makes this unlevel to the point where you're not going to be really getting any of that snow off. However, that said, here's an example. So we've got a good push, and then this was just off the ground a hair, so it's a little bit deeper than the rest of the snow. So as you can see here, we get a little push, and there's some mounds in there. But for the most part, it's a pretty good attachment. I would still recommend them. We've actually used that to create a path and a big little hill for the kids to play on out there. So it did not tear up the grass. The grass is not completely frozen because it hasn't really been that cold here in Michigan yet. We've got snow on the ground, but not to the point where it's going to be freezing the ground yet. So if you're interested, they're definitely worth looking into. They're a heck of a lot cheaper than getting a big push blade or a snow blower for your tractor. Now, in the event that we do need something like that, we use the snow blower. And one thing that we tend to use this mostly for is for the thick, heavy, wet snow. And we can fine-tune that once we've gotten that out with the tractor. I only pull this out in the event that I need to clear something quickly without concern of how it's going to look. Obviously, there's no angle to this bucket, so you're only pushing it forward. If you don't intend to pick it up and move it somewhere, all you're doing is you're just relocating the snow. So if you're trying to clear a driveway and we want to clear it to the street, well, obviously once we get to the end of the road, we got a big huge mound of snow that we've pushed over there, and then we have to move it to the side. So unless you've got the time to work side to side, you're really not doing yourself any favors by saving time. So I have found myself using this mostly when trying to clear the back section of the driveway that's less important, and relocating the snow in the backyard for the kids. When you have an angle on your plow, like this little tractor, you can angle it and it shoots off to the side for you. With the blower, you can actually throw it out of the way completely. So depending on the level of snow we have, will determine what tool I use. So just some things to think about. And again, remember, you have no angle here. It's literally a 50-point turn if you want to, get this off to the side. So just some things to think about. But for snow, yeah, they work. If I was doing some rock or soil moving or leaf raking with this thing, it'd be perfect. So just something to think about. I just wanted to do a little update on these. I'm glad I got them. They're still on the tractor because I'm still using them. Just found some things that I did and didn't like about it, and I thought I'd share those with you. All right, on to the next.